Greetings everyone, this is the Red Prince here, and I'm bringing to you today a 1v1 on Arabia between two very familiar players. I'm sure you all know them. In the red here we have Hera. He's a professional player from Canada and, well, probably my most favorite Age of Empires pro player. And he's playing as the Byzantines. And he's up against another infamous legend of the game. It's Hoang, and of course he's gonna go for the Celts, which is it's probably his favorite civ, besides the Huns, of course. So, well, considering most of you probably know who Hoang is, I mean he's a very infamous player indeed. I shouldn't have to explain exactly what we could expect from Hoang in this game, given he also chose the Celts. But for those who don't know, so Hoang is a player from Vietnam who is very famous for one particular type of attack, which involves picking Celts, which you do for the faster lumberjacks, and then the faster firing siege, and then to go drush militia, skip the feudal age, immediately go to castle age, and from there you have access to knights, monks, and siege especially. And using that, Hoang will try to eat your TC, as he says, Celt eat TC. So, considering that's usually what Hoang does, I mean, if you watch his streams, it's a standard strategy, a Hoang rush as we call it. Most players will know this. Hera will know this. This is not the first time that Hera has played against Hoang, I'm sure. So, as you can see, Hera scouted his own base very clearly. You can see all his extra resources, which we should probably talk about. If you can look here at Hera's map, his berries are kind of to the side. His gold is pretty forward, so that could be pressured really easily. He has some extra stone and extra gold here, and then his other stone and his other extra gold are right here. So it's alright map, but if you look at the wood line, there's one giant wood line at the front, which is very easy to pressure, so that could be a problem later. Whereas there is one other small wood line right here in the south, which is a little far away from the TC, which, yeah, it's rather open. Now, if you look at Hoang's base, he also has gold, which is kind of to the side, but not as far forward as Hera. But his wood is also pretty forward, although he has his backwood lines, which is what he's taking right now. So that's probably pretty good. His berries are kind of in the open too. I mean, they're not that forward, but it's just so open right here. I don't think either player can really wall up in this map. And then, of course, Hoang's extra resources are pretty forward too. So, if you look at Hoang's scouting, he just missed Hera's wood line here. He might go and find him right now. He might probably gonna see this gold, and then he should know, okay, Hera's probably close by. Sees a boar, yeah. In the meantime, however, Hera's not gonna scout Hoang yet. I mean, if you play Hoang a lot, you probably know what to expect. Hera's probably also just gonna go fast castle, skip the feudal age, so you can deal with siege. Of course, you have to confirm, know for sure that you know what Hoang is doing, of course. But at least you can expect the militia to be inbound, and here you have a barracks for Hoang, built pretty early, and militia are already coming forward. We have a scout engagement here. Looks like Hera got the first hit on Hoang, so Hoang has to run away, or is he going to use the hill? Use that hill bonus to just do that extra bit of damage to the scout. Let's see. Oh, some dancing of the scouts, but Hoang backs away. And he's probably just going to run home. In the meantime, Hera has not scouted Hoang at all, and even though there's militia are coming, this is going to be the first time that Hera confirms that there is actually militia coming in. So let's see how he reacts to that. And it's a trap. It's a classic Hera trap with a gate. Yep, that's looking pretty okay. Wait, okay. So a Vil went down because Hera doesn't have loom. Uh-oh. So then a drush could actually be... See, normally a drush is just to distract. If you can get a villager kill, that's pretty rare. And that's really good, but Hoang already got one villager down. That's a really successful drush. Loom's still not in, by the way, so villagers could still die here. There's another militia down. Is she gonna die? Oh, that's 2 villagers down. And, oh, this is looking pretty bad here. Another one. Boop. That's 3 villagers down. Are we gonna get a 4th? 4 villagers. That is a very successful drush, I'd say. Rough. Hera just got Loom. That's painful. I mean, going fast castle, this is going to be a stretch, losing 4 villagers to a drush. Although, I'm sure Hera can still pull it off, maybe with some market abuse here and there. It's definitely, the game so far is in the favor of Hoang. Who is not actually going fast castle, actually, if you look at it. He's... Because he doesn't have the food for that, is he... So the drush, it's not over. Hoang's like, that was successful, let's continue. So Hoang's gonna send more militia to Hera's base, and it's Hera... And Hera just did not see that. He's not going to expect that either. Because, I mean, how many times do you see a feudal age drush, or might it even be men-at-arms at this point? Since both players are going to be in feudal. And here also a villager coming forward. Now, because he's only in feudal age, she cannot build a siege workshop, but it's looking... This might be archers. Some quick walls from Hera, but the trap fails. Hera keeping out the militia, or the soon-to-be men-at-arms, by the way. Outlet some quick walls. She's building an archery. Yeah, it's an archery range. If Hera is still going fast castle, he will not have anything to defend from this except quick walls. I don't think he even knows. It's hard. I don't think that he even knows about. He does not know about this archery range because his scout is up north. He just scouted Hoang's base for the first time. So now he has 4 men-at-arms in his base and probable archers coming in, which he is probably going to see just about now. And, okay, now he knows archers are incoming, so he'll probably have to drop a tower on the gold at some point. If he cannot get anything to defend in this. Hera did just click up the castle age, so he has to defend from what is coming in now. So, Hera dropping a tower, but Hoang's denying it for now. First archer coming in with fletching, so villagers could die to the archers that are incoming. Militia going down to the TC. And Hoang's going to drop a tower on the gold just outside of the range of this tower. So Hera has to reposition his tower. Which also means he cannot boom in the next stage. Because he doesn't have... If he drops that tower again, that is. Hoang's still building his tower. Okay, Hera's going to do a counter tower now. Just to stop this tower from going up. This is a rather messy situation. Doing some quick walls to keep the men-at-arms outside, because that could be dangerous at the base of the tower. It's gonna be a photo finish. Looks like both towers are going to complete around the same time here. Now look at that. Hoang gets his tower up and Hera's scout goes down. And Hoang put his archers in the tower so that he has an equal number of arrows shooting at Hera's tower. But without men-at-arms, and men-at-arms are being out of place, so Hera's just going to rush down the tower. However, his villagers could still die here. This is very messy. That's 1. That's 2. That's another 3 villagers down. And Hoang's just going to abandon the tower. Probably. Well, without... Yeah. Oh, and look at that. Look at that one annoying archer behind the wood line, just like making this wood line as inefficient as possible. I mean, I don't think Hoang knows this, but this is actually still the only wood line that Hera's taking, so this is doing a lot of damage to Hera's economy. Also, I should mention that Hera's been under such pressure that he did not get his wood... He wasn't able to get his wood upgrade. So you're in Castle Age now, Hera. What are we gonna do there? Monks. So Hera is still prepping as Hoang is on the way to Castle Age. Hera is still gonna prep for the knights and the siege that normally accompany a Hoang rush, doing a monk defense. But I'm not so sure if Hoang's gonna go for that. He's still making archers. You know, there was a time that you just played Celts as with archers before Hoang and all the siege. She's running back home, so no forest siege workshop. It's a rather messy game. Like Hera's economy is, it's a little messy right now. I mean, you can only imagine the pressure that Hoang put on him. Whereas Hoang's economy is, it's all right. It's untouched. Some conversions from Hera. Gets one gets one monk snipe, but the other one gets away. It's tough defending from archers with monks, because archers can actually shoot back at you from range, so it's easier to snipe those monks. Yeah, and one clicks crossbowman. He's not gonna make knights, or definitely not gonna go full knights in siege. He's gonna continue with the crossbows for now. And Hera builds a second monastery. But now he sees that Hoang's archers are now crossbowmen, and he should know that Hoang's probably going to continue with this. And that's one Hoang down. It's 100 gold down the drain right there. And Hoang is just positioning his crossbowman perfectly, just so that he's outside of the range of that tower and can still snipe villagers. But runs away from the monks. Hoang's gonna go to stone. Probably to recuperate the stone that he spent on that tower here earlier. Hera is doing the same. So both players thinking about maybe adding a TC at some point. Two conversions for Hera. And no monks going down for Hera, so this is good defense. Hoang has to back away. So Hoang's making some crossbows in this archery range, but... and adding a TC and another archery range at home. Yeah, so Hoang's definitely gonna go. He's gonna continue with the archers for now. Now the player has ballistics here, so now we're dodging shots. And Hoang trying to hit him. That's 5 monks going in now. He could convert every single one of these crossbows if his monk micro is really good. Hera's still chasing. But Hoang backs away. He does get a conversion on that with 5 HP man-at-arm, but Hoang shoots the traitor and backs up to his base. Again, Hera does not really see that much from Hoang's base, so he doesn't know for sure whether Hoang is actually booming as he does nowadays. But he might see that now if he happens to stray to the left and sees the second TC. Yeah, he just does not see it, so... I wonder if he thinks Hoang's all in archers or something. I mean... or whether the siege is still coming, because he's still making monks. This is such a messy fight. This seems to be better for... it's better for Hera here because of the conversion, but he does lose 3 monks there. I mean, might I add that half of Hera's army that is on the field right now is not monks. He converted from Hoang. So... oh, and look over here. I totally missed this. Hoang's denying a siege workshop that Hera's trying to build on this hill partially. Sniping down the X-bows. Monk goes down. Another monk goes down. 2 monks goes down. And now the spearmen are no problem. But Hera does get the siege workshop up. So, and immediately cue the mangonel to defend against the crossbows, because mangonels are a good defense. Well, if your mangonel micro is any good, of course. But we all know that Hera's mangonel micro is very good. So, Hoang probably has to leave this area now. Still running away from the conversions. Adding a 3rd town center now, so Hoang's really booming. And again, look, this is really smart. Just those archers behind the wood line, just annoying, making the wood collection as inefficient as possible. Because as long as Hera is not on wood here, this is his only wood line. So just gonna be rather annoying. Hoang just collected the light cavalry upgrade, so he's thinking about adding some light cav to snipe the monks. And that seems like a good decision, because that's all he has seen from Hera so far. Hera has defended with monks and with a mangonel, so light cav would counter both of those. So it's a pretty good decision. At this point, I should also note that there's a difference of 11 villagers between the 2 players, which of course Hera is still playing on 1 town center, whereas Hoang is at 3 TCs, but only 11 farms. Or 13 now. And Hoang's going to drop a castle in his center, which will defend the main passageway between their 2 bases. While also marching on this monk army right here. And Hera tries to get conversions. Gets 1. But loses 4, 5 monks. Ouch. Caught out the monks. Monks are down. Hera does not know about this castle yet. Hera researched further that makes your monks faster. Oh. That's an upgrade that I usually like to get if I'm playing Lithuanians, just so I can get those relics extra fast. Oh, Hoang, are you gonna pay attention here? I think he just saw that. Those mangonels. That's a smart idea. Backing away. Hera going forward. Where are you going with that army, Hera? I think he's gonna, looking at the sun, he's gonna castle, he wants to castle drop somewhere, but he's gonna find out the hard way here that Hoang has a castle on this hill. And, oh, what is that castle? That is ambitious. Oh! Rip those crossbows! Hoang, your army, no! And at the same time, is he gonna get this castle up? Converting the votes from Hoang that Hoang has been making now? I think this castle is gonna go up because Hoang just lost his army here to Mangonel, so he has nothing to defend from to stop this castle going up. But funnily enough, this castle is in range of Hoang's castle because he has Balkan arrow, but Hera does not even have fletching, so probably his castle will not be able to range Hoang. So, but then again, it's a Byzantine castle, so that's still gonna take forever to take down. I mean, just look at this. This army looks more like Hoang's army than Hoang's army did. Like, it's siege, it's monks, woads, spearmen. You only need knights and mangonels and you're good. So Hera is raiding the wood line of Hoang, while Hoang still raiding the wood line of Hera. And Hera's just converting because he's like, you have more villagers than me, so I'll just take some of your villagers. Gonna get her. Oh, and Hoang immediately shoots her down. He's like, you betrayed me. You either work for me or you don't work at all. Hera backing away with his army. Castles are still, well, one castle is shooting at the other. Hera's still running around the base, and Hoang's still running around Hera's base, trying to get some conversion on the... Gets one Woad Raider, but the Woad Raider almost dies. And... oh, a conversion. Wow, that was like just in time. Hera's still raiding this wood line because Hoang's doesn't have anything to deal with it. while also having to abandon this stone now because of 4 crossbows. But this is still dangerous. Villagers could still die here. One villager down. 1 villager down. 2 villagers down. Did we get a third? 3 villagers down. That's some nice fill picks. Oh, micro. Nice micro. Backs away just to make sure he doesn't get hit. Hera gets a conversion. Oh, okay, surely this army must die now. No? And he lives. Ah! Look at the splits! I mean, it's still only 3 crossbows, so it's not like... It's not like it's, you're gonna be able to take out the mangonel, but I mean, good for the YouTube thumbnail. Okay, that's an ambitious castle right there. Hera's like, okay, well, I've been here for 10 minutes straight and you didn't do anything, so I'll just drop my second castle here. And, yeah, I mean... Hoang doesn't really have an... But Hoang, and I didn't really see this because my microphone's kind of in the way. Hoang's on his way to Imperial Age. So, yeah, you built that castle here, Hera, but Hoang can still trap it down with Celt Trebuchets, fire faster too. And Hera, probably with some market abuse, is right on Hoang's tail. Oh, look at that. Hoang's building guard towers on the wood line just to make this harassment permanent. Hera just doesn't have a lot of wood to chop anymore. This is the only wood line that Hera can safely take. Well, I mean, I guess he could take these wood lines after this castle is up. For as long as it stands, that is. Hoang just got to the Imperial Age and immediately queues some trebuchets from the castle to trap down these castles. Still some raiding here. Hera forcing a town center up just to secure some more wood, but look how awkward this is. I mean, you want that more to the middle, you know, so it's more effective. Hoang. Yeah, okay, you gotta react about now. He's sitting right next to your town center. Okay, he saw it. Looks like those mangonels went down there. Hera running away with his scorpion. Well, running. I mean, you can't really run with scorpions. That's the downside. Hoang just decided to chop Hera's wood because Hera has denied his wood as Hera's castle in the center goes down to the fire of Celt trebuchets. Also, Hera is also creating some trebuchets from his castle just to trap down these town centers, I'm sure. And Hoang is fighting this scorpion with a villager and gets within the minimum range of the scorpion, so it cannot fire back. These monks just kind of chilling over here. Look at these Celt trebuchets. I mean, there's not much that Hera can do against this. This is such a messy game. And I should have known that. I clicked on this because it had Hoang in the title. As Hoang's TC goes down, and this TC probably also is going to go down. But Hera's castle, even though it's a Byzantine castle, cannot withstand the ferocity of Celt trebuchets, faster firing trebuchets. So now Hera probably has to leave this area because there's nothing. It's not going to be able to defend for long. Woodline still being denied. Added a town center here just to try to catch up in the vill count, which is now... Well, it's only 15 villagers difference. It's not that much because Hoang's food economy is... Well, it's kind of... It was better until this castle went up. Hoang looking to take this fight here. Hera gets a conversion. Yeah, this is end of that monk army. 5 monks down. Some conversions for Hera. As Hera is just mining gold out here. Because Hoang does know about this gold, but he is probably more interested in his actual goal. Let's see, now the siege is going for it. I mean, there is absolutely nothing anymore to defend Hera's town from this army, this death ball of Celt siege. We might actually get to see a Celt ETC moment after all in this game, but with trebuchets this time. It's 2 Cataphract. You know, Cataphract would have been pretty decent. Well, would have been awesome against the Woad Raiders, but you do need castles to produce them from, and Hera does not have a single castle right now. As Hoang gets a few monk snipes, and Hera gets a few conversion crossbows again. The problem is the problem with like conversion of crossbows is that one crossbow converted isn't worth as much as when you convert a knight, for example, because that knight can snipe siege. It's much more tanky. You can send it into your opponent's economy too. Whereas one crossbow is just not that valuable. And one Cataphract with 1 pierce armor is definitely not going to do it against these crossbows. Lots of villagers dying. I mean, it's impressive. Hera did actually catch up with the vill count. It's just militarily that he has no answer to this little Celt death ball here. And I think the trebuchets are about readying themselves just to eat this DC as Hera forces up a castle to protect his little bit of economy that he still had, where he expanded with farms. And I think this is the moment where the Celt ETC, there you go. We got to see it after all. It's a Hoang game, you guys. It's a Hoang game. And Light Cav are just slaughtering the holy men at the footstep of their churches. I think this game is pretty over here. There's not much that can be done anymore. Because this castle will go down next, and then there is little else to go. So I think, yeah, and Hera calls to GG. So, yeah, I mean, that was a game. What to say about this one? I mean, obviously, well played by both players, given how messy it was. I think what I think happened here is that, when a player like Hoang has such a reputation for doing one thing really well, you kind of streamline your strategy to kind of fit that. You anticipate the Drush, the FC, the Siege, the Knight, and once you weather that first wave, then you're fine because Hoang invests most of his economy into that. I mean, he didn't even add villagers before, like a few years ago. It was really an all-in push. If you manage to get through that, you're fine. But the problem is that if your opponent does not go what you think they're doing, and I don't think, and see, Hera's scouting was not up to Hera's own, level of scouting, I would say, because he's really good at scouting normally. He didn't see that second wave of militia coming in. And he didn't see that archery range either. I mean, both things that for Hoang are rather unexpected. And even when he got to Castle Ace, he was still preparing for that night siege rush, but that never came. And yeah, Hoang was just all over him. It's interesting to see that Hoang basically played the mind games and then just beat Hera with kind of a meta play. I don't know what else to say. I mean, you know that something's up when the army of the player that is not Hoang looks more than like Hoang. So, but I'm rambling. Maybe you want to see the statistics, I guess. I mean, it looks pretty. You can see some. This is a moment where Hoang lost his crossbows. Yeah, this is a moment where Hera had more army. Could have maybe pushed Hoang's base more. But I mean, it's also difficult when it's monks and spearmen and scorpions. So KD was much better for Hoang, especially at the end. A lot of conversions for Hera. I mean, look at that. Like, he got 36 conversions. It's like he's challenged himself just to fight with monks this game. In which case, I mean, it's pretty impressive. Yeah, Hoang had more villagers working for him most of the game, so more collected. yeah, but I really like the game. I hope you enjoyed it too. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe if you'd like, and see you next time.